Welcome to StarWatch Now, your front row seat to all the hottest gossip, drama, and breaking news from the world of entertainment. If it's trending, shocking, or star-studded, we're covering it. Stay tuned. You won't want to miss what's coming next.
Something extraordinary unfolded around Wang Yibo. And this time, it was not just another wave of online speculation quietly passing through the endless noise of social media. What began as a series of suggestive posts and carefully worded insinuations soon developed into a much wider public discussion, drawing the attention of fans, casual viewers, and legal professionals alike. At the center of it all was a warning issued by lawyer Yang Maofeng from Jingyingke Law Firm, whose remarks immediately shifted the conversation from celebrity gossip to something far more serious. The message was clear. When online comments appear designed to guide public opinion toward a specific individual, even without naming that person directly, the legal consequences may be real. For many viewers, this was the moment the story took a dramatic turn. What exactly was being said? Why had the legal team stepped forward so firmly? And how did a wave of vague online hints grow into a full-scale public controversy surrounding Wang Yibo? Tonight on StarWatch Now, we look beyond the headlines and into the deeper story behind the warning, the online storm, and the wider conversation about responsibility in the digital age. In recent days, attention has once again focused on Wang Yibo after a series of online rumors, and targeted narratives began spreading across multiple social platforms. According to reports and public statements, the issue intensified when certain accounts circulated content that many readers believed was clearly aimed at him, despite avoiding the direct use of his name. This style of communication, often framed through implication, selective detail, and suggestive phrasing, has become increasingly common in the entertainment sphere, where indirect language can sometimes be used to fuel speculation while attempting to avoid accountability. Yet in this case, the reaction was unusually swift and notably firm. Yuehua Entertainment responded by issuing a strong statement, making it clear that the circulating claims were viewed as fabricated and misleading. More importantly, the company stated that the matter had been formally reported to the police and that civil legal action was being pursued. That decision alone transformed public perception of the incident. This was no longer simply a discussion among fans or observers. It had entered the legal domain, signaling that the situation was being treated with a level of seriousness far beyond ordinary online chatter. What makes this case particularly compelling is not only the involvement of legal professionals, but the broader principle being discussed. Lawyer Yang Maofeng's comments introduced a concept that many viewers may not have considered before: the possibility that indirect references can still amount to reputational harm. In other words, avoiding a name does not automatically remove responsibility. If the context, timing, and surrounding details are sufficient for a reasonable audience to identify the person being discussed, then the impact on reputation can be just as significant as a direct accusation. This legal perspective immediately resonated with audiences because it touches on something deeply relevant to today's internet culture. Many users assume that phrases such as "it is rumored," "someone said," or "people are discussing" create a form of distance from the content being shared. However, the warning suggests that such wording does not necessarily provide protection if the underlying information is false or misleading. For viewers, this added a layer of gravity to the story. Suddenly, the conversation was not just about one celebrity. It became a wider reflection on how narratives are created, amplified, and weaponized online. From a storytelling perspective, this is precisely why the topic has captured so much attention. At its heart, it contains all the elements of a powerful narrative: a high-profile figure, a mysterious wave of targeted rumors, a decisive response from management, and a legal interpretation that raises the stakes dramatically. Each new development adds tension, and that tension keeps viewers emotionally invested. There is also a human side to this story that cannot be ignored. For fans of Wang Yibo, the repeated emergence of negative rumors can feel exhausting and deeply personal. Over time, ongoing speculation, even when unsupported, can create an atmosphere of constant pressure around a public figure. The emotional toll of persistent targeting is something many viewers instinctively understand. This sense of empathy plays a major role in why audiences remain engaged. They are not simply watching events unfold, they are emotionally processing what it means for someone constantly under public scrutiny. At the same time, the legal response introduces an element of reassurance. There is a sense that boundaries are finally being drawn. For many viewers, especially those concerned about the growing culture of insinuation online, the decision to pursue formal action feels like an important stand for accountability. It reinforces the idea that cyberspace is not separate from real-world consequences, and that words typed behind a screen can carry genuine impact. Another reason this story continues to gain momentum is the contrast between vagueness and certainty. The rumors themselves reportedly relied on ambiguity, implication, and selective narrative framing. In contrast, the response from the legal side was clear, direct, and structured. This contrast creates dramatic tension. One side operates through shadows and suggestion, while the other responds through official statements and formal procedure. That opposition naturally heightens audience interest. It is also worth considering how this incident reflects a broader trend within entertainment news. Modern celebrity coverage increasingly overlaps with social media culture, where speed often takes priority over verification. Narratives can spread globally within minutes, especially when translated, reposted, or repackaged by multiple accounts. In such an environment, even an unverified suggestion can quickly evolve into accepted public knowledge unless challenged. This is why the legal warning feels so timely. It speaks not only to this particular case, but to the wider ecosystem in which celebrity narratives are formed. For viewers of StarWatch Now, what makes this especially compelling is the combination of emotional and intellectual engagement. On one level, it is a dramatic celebrity story involving a major public figure. On another, it invites reflection about digital responsibility, media literacy, and the ethics of participation in online conversations. This dual layer keeps the content fresh and meaningful. There is also a strategic dimension that many observers have noticed. By choosing a firm legal route, Yuehua Entertainment may be sending a broader message beyond this single incident. It suggests a zero-tolerance approach toward narratives that are seen as harmful or deliberately misleading. In the wider entertainment industry, such moves can set precedents, influencing how future cases are handled and how online communities respond. From the audience's perspective, this creates a powerful sense of unfolding drama. People naturally want to know what happens next. Will further evidence emerge? Will specific accounts be held accountable? Will this lead to broader conversations about digital conduct in fan spaces? The open-ended nature of these questions keeps engagement high and encourages repeated viewing and discussion. Yet beneath all the tension, there is also an unexpectedly uplifting dimension to the story. It reminds viewers that public figures, despite their fame, are still individuals navigating the emotional and professional consequences of online narratives. Seeing a structured, calm, and lawful response can be reassuring. It reinforces the value of addressing conflict through due process rather than emotional escalation. Perhaps the most powerful lesson here is that silence and implication are not always neutral. Sometimes what is left unsaid can be just as influential as what is spoken openly. And that insight is likely why the legal warning has resonated so widely. It challenges assumptions and encourages viewers to think more carefully about how information is framed and shared. As this story continues to develop, one thing is certain: it has already sparked an important conversation far beyond the immediate headlines. It is a conversation about fame, responsibility, digital culture, and the unseen consequences of words. For many viewers, that combination of drama and meaning is exactly what makes a story unforgettable. Thank you for watching StarWatch Now and staying with us through this important story. If you found today's discussion insightful and thought-provoking, please consider subscribing to the channel for more in-depth coverage of the latest developments in the world of Chinese entertainment, celebrity news, and the stories behind the headlines. Your support helps us continue bringing thoughtful, balanced, and engaging content to the screen. We truly appreciate every view, every comment, and every moment you spend with us. Let us know your thoughts below on how online rumors and legal accountability should be handled in today's digital world. Until next time, stay curious, stay kind, and keep watching StarWatch Now.